Hello, and welcome to another update video about Kaspa, a coin many people ask me for. I have been updating it for channel members recently, but just a lot of requests for a video as well. So let's take a look at it. You can see 3 wave counts here. It just gives you an idea that this is a pretty poor probabilities chart, not necessarily a bearish chart, just a chart that doesn't really give us a very good perspective at the moment. With regards to an Elliott wave trade setup. So you might want to consider other methods when looking at this chart and not purely Elliott wave. You can use Elliott wave as well. And I'm going to show you 3 different wave counts which are likely here, which gives you 3 counts, which again is not very highly, it doesn't really give you a high probability chart. So that is also one reason why I have avoided this chart from an Elliott wave point of view. I mean, you will find a lot of people who just put their wave somewhere and they will tell you this is the count, whereas they don't really consider the different options. And eventually what you will get, if you know about Elliott wave, you will get a chart here that gives you 3 likely options, which is as good as no option, because it doesn't really give you a clear view. 2 options is fine. 2 options, 2 likely counts is great, but as soon as you have 3 or more, it makes it difficult. However, probabilities are starting to shift currently to my preferred count, which I highlighted already on Discord a few weeks ago, I think, for channel members. I did highlight I'm leaning towards the yellow wave count at the moment, and this seems to be playing out right now, but we're going to take a look at that now. Let me take you through the different wave counts. So the first wave count, which is the one I'm leaning to, is the yellow wave count. So the problem I have with this wave count is we don't have an impulse, we only have a leading diagonal. What doesn't work is that this here is a 3rd wave, that you say that this here is a 4th wave and this is a 5th. It might work, but it is not a very reliable count, because this doesn't really give me a very reliable 3-wave structure. So either way, this would also just be a diagonal structure, not an impulse. So I prefer to count the 3rd wave still in the making. Nevertheless, either way, if this is the count, okay, or the one I just showed you, it really still won't give you a clear edge until you get a 5-wave move to the upside, because only if you get the 5 waves up, which are clear, and you get the first decent retracement on this chart, only then you have the first really interesting trade setup. I mean, at the moment, to be honest, reward to risk is pretty poor, unless you buy this coin because of fundamentals, but then I can only warn you that fundamentals in crypto haven't really helped anyone. People try to talk about tokenomics and all sorts of stuff and technologies and everything, but in the end, none of that has protected any coin from the bear market, right? It's all sentiment, it's all hype in the crypto world, and most of these projects are just experiments. Be aware of that, okay? So it's all about the technical side of things that we need to use. And very clearly, if the chart doesn't give you a clear technical edge, then why would you look at it in the first place, okay? Or why would you try to buy it or something, or trade it? I just want to always give you a bit of food for thought. Now, either way, I'm leaning towards the yellow count. We might get a clear 3-wave move up if we push above the 42.5 cent level. We're not there yet. This would be this swing high. Then I have 3, then I would wait for a 4th wave down and have a 5th wave, and then we get 5 waves up as a leading diagonal. Then I would look forward to a potential ABC pullback, and then we have a first decent trade setup, but it can take a while to play out. A wave down, B wave up, C wave down. You will ask, okay, why do I not just buy now? Well, because the other wave counts are likely as well. Okay, and you have a pretty poor reward to risk ratio here. We are very close to an all-time high. In a market in which altcoins are clearly suffering. Okay, so this is not an altcoin market. Kaspa is doing really well, but it's not an altcoin market. So you're getting here to a point where you're close to an all-time high. Where's your risk level, right? I mean, where would your stop loss be if you buy now? It's ridiculously far away. It would be down here, probably at around the previous low, I guess, depending on what time frame you're looking at, right? But the yellow count is what I'm leaning towards. This is what I communicated to channel members recently, and this seems to be, it's pushing in that direction, okay? But I wanted to go above, did I say 42? No, 4.2, 4.29 cents, not 42.9. If I said that, then apologies. No, 4.29 cents needs to get above that level, and we have a 3rd wave, then we can look forward to a 4th wave and a 5th. So this is my preferred count, but no clear setup until we have 5 waves up, okay? Now, the other wave count that is possible, which would be a bearish wave count, that is clearly bearish, would be if we get rejected, but we would need to get rejected basically now. We have the white wave count, in which I can count a nice ABC structure, only 3 waves up. And then this could have been a wave 1 down, a wave 2 up, a wave 3 down to come, which would be a rapid sell-off, a 4 up and a 5 down. Now, the reason why I make this video is because this is getting less likely now. With a sustained break above the 78.6 retracement, this wave count in white has become far less likely. Now, that would reduce the number of counts drastically, okay? But it's not invalidated yet. It will only be invalidated above that 4.29 cent level. And then we've got the blue wave count, which also gave us 3 waves up, okay, but it would be overall still bullish, but in a larger ABC structure with 3 waves up in wave A. The nasty thing is in this wave count, the B wave could go quite low, because with a 3 wave move up in A, the B wave can be, it could be a flat pattern that's working out, in which the B wave can be very aggressive down, and then a C wave up, okay, but also here we would expect a strong downturn. So essentially what I wanted to see was a sustained break above the 78.6 retracement to confirm my preferred count, the yellow one. And it's not fully confirmed, but it's going that way. So at the moment, yeah, I'm watching if that wave count will play out. It's literally at a key point, key resistance level. And if I get the 3rd wave there in yellow, then I will watch for a 4th wave pullback, which I cannot do now because I haven't got a confirmed top in place for wave 3. It would need to go higher anyway. Minimum expectation would be 4.29 cents. So I think for me, it's only a watch only chart at the moment. It's nothing I'm doing, I'm not doing anything with it. What you can of course do as well, if you like to trade with trend lines, it's very simple. You can just add a trend line here. It's not my strategy, but you can just add a trend line just to check, okay, when is this short-term uptrend over? I would say you can probably do something like that. And if you have a pullback to a trend line, that's another setup, higher. It can climb higher as long as it is above the trend line. I think it might be worth to consider, as long as we are pushing above the trend line, this could be the 3rd wave. A break below the trend line might trigger the 4th wave. We will then add support for it, see if it can turn around there. And if it does, then it can give us a 5th wave up. So that's sort of what I'm observing here at the moment with Kaspa. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.